gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, propane, Lil V, Silver True, man. Yeah, man, real recognize real, let's get it. What up, bro? Came through on the remix. Just gotta let these boys know how we feel. So much fake shit. Looking for the real. Let's get it.
Yo, look, prison ain't up in my vision sight. Even though I had some trenches nice, dead broken out of million sight. We was in the field just trying to get it right. Stealing cars, we was living shy. When you win and you don't hear advice. Till I had some partners in the graveyard and I heard the judge give my nigga life. That shit the past and it's old. Now we get cash off of shows. Diamonds, they flash and they glow. New paper tag while I'm mashing the road. Hit your city, they asking for pro. Every year I'm a classic for show. Boy, I'm hustling, scratching off goals. New movies, but now I ain't acting no role. And I came from it, I was raised from it, I was made from it, so that's raw. I'm a curb server to a boss. My brothers keep them in this law. I done showed niggas too much loyalty, then they double cross me, showing flaw. And every time these niggas see me, yeah, just for them, I'm making sure I ball. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight. One more time for my people that's real. That's working hard to go and get you a meal. That's showing love for real. That's really all I can say. We each get the same 24 hours in a day. Now you can use your time wisely, let it all go to waste. But not me, I got too many dreams I can chase. I been here to plan, need to find me a place. She trapping is cool till you catch you a case. Now you locked up in a cage, can look your mom in your face. Keep a real homeboy, that is just a disgrace. I owe it to myself to get my family in place. I work another 5 until this rap shit pay. These boys wanna see me fail like I'm my CDL. I get this truck driving money till these CDs sell. Yeah, I'm laughing now, but ain't a damn thing funny. Y'all couldn't take nothing from me. I'm getting this money, and yeah, this shit legal. A bumpy ride up, and I lost a few people. But I'ma keep going till everything equal. To all of my gains, surpassing my loss. I'm trying to be boss, but it comes with a cost. I'm on my way up, and sometimes I get lost. The water looks deep, and it's filled up with sharks. The Lord by my side, he gon' give me a cross. Yeah. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight.
Yeah. Yo, man, it's for the survivors. Born to lose, race to win, man. Yeah, propane.
I'm muted. Hold up. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm good. Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? TG, you always say you're coming through. What's going on? I said what's up to most people in the chat. I appreciate you being here. I'm cammed up today because more than likely we're going to be saying, welcome somebody and bye to other people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do that, but you got to really think about it. And I'm going to tell you what's been on my mind about subscribers versus supporters. Then, there's also the bushes, there's members, there's all kinds of stuff. So we'll talk about that a little bit, right? And then you guys can help me pretty much figure out, where we're going from here. As I always say, like the show is a series, and it's a series of what do you guys want? Typically I'm not the kind of person that's going to go, to panel to try to figure out like the main idea of the story, and then to hear somebody else's idea, and then more than likely pick some fights, and then after I pick some fights, go back to my channel and talk about it again. It's just not like that. And let me tell you, like the storm is ridiculous out here. So I'm cammed up. Worst case scenario, I'll go avatar mode, and if everything freaking cuts off, I got like a dedicated surge protector, whatever you want to call it, that turns all this shit off. So we'll see how long we stay. But anyway, I'll get right into it. Okay, y'all. I'll get right into it. Tell y'all how I felt, how I've been feeling, all the other good stuff. TG, oh, I already said what's up to you, TG. But I appreciate you, TG, because you said that you're coming through and I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Ms. 215? What's happening? What's happening? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give y'all as much content as I possibly can, right? And then the evening is from there. Me personally, I'll be going to West Coast Wednesdays over with Big Rigs, and you all will be going where you all go. Okay, cool. So we know about the storm, we know about that. Okay, so you guys hear me say, let me make sure I'm on the right mic. Hold on one second. Let's see. Okay. I had to do that because all last night I was like, I sound terrible. I'm like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr, rrr," and my bubbles just like almost going out. And I figured out I was on my AirPods all night with a microphone. My supporters basically made sure these lights and all this stuff happened. So, I want to give you a show. When I'm not cammed up, it's just kind of like one of those days. And when I am cammed up, it's a little bit more serious, I guess. I don't know. Or I'm gonna make an ass out of myself and sing. Lovejoy's got me singing this state song, and I practiced it last night on someone's panel, and it was kind of funny. And I said, I got to go back because Lovejoy. I said, we got to practice this first. So Lovejoy, I got you. Anyway, okay, what's up, Chuck Tao? I appreciate you. Let me know, Chuck Tao, if I do start touching on the topic that you want to hear about. I know I've been saying it for a while about the voters' remorse and stuff like that, but I touch on it a little bit, and I will dedicate a show to that. I promise. Anyway, okay, cool. So supporters, subscribers, okay. So we got the Bushes, right? The Bush, and a lot of this stuff is going to be obvious, but I want to tell you how I feel about it. Like, for example, like if I don't get a message from certain people, if I don't see certain people in the chat, when I see certain people leave at different times, whatever. So people could go into YouTube analytics and it'll show you like, this is how many people were in here. Here's the age range, man, woman, whatever, all that. So me, I look way, way, way deeper into it, right? Okay, so a good content creator, a good reporter, a good whatever you think you are, you're going to watch your people and you're going to see what they love and what they hate. Okay, so the easiest way to see what they love and what they hate is when people are yelling, people are screaming, whatever the case may be. There's going to be a bunch of people in your chat. You don't have to be special at all whatsoever. You just have to grab this person, this person, this person. But like people have group chats and emails and all this other stuff, and you got to go through a lot to start pulling these people to be like, oh, remember, Dimples doxed me and this person over here. I don't have time for that. So, I press the live button and y'all are here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best I can do because me personally, content is hard to do. This whole thing is hard to do, right? Because you got to look at the chat, you got to look at all different kinds of things. But when you hit this go live button and turn on this camera, like literally the game changes. Like it's lights, camera, action. You better go. So that leads me into talking about the Bushes. As I said, the Bushes are nosy. They're sitting over there chilling. They got their lawn chairs, whatever. And as I said, they're waiting for somebody to crash out. They're trying to see if, part of a storyline is going to bleed over to here. What happened to Envy's? Oh, I missed him, and then you pop in, you pop out, whatever. That's the Bushes. The Bushes is the Bushes. We used to say, some time ago we used to say, burn the bushes down because mostly haters are in there because they don't hit the like button. If you have 1,000 people in your chat and you got 100 likes, that means that 900 people are in the bushes hating. But anyway, okay, let's move on to subscribers, right? Okay. So subscribers have decided that they're going to come out the bushes a little bit, right? They're like, okay, I had my little first drink. Now let me come get my appetizer. Let me see what this guy's talking about tomorrow. Let me see what he's talking about the next day, whatever. Now, with your subscribers, you basically, I don't want to sound corny, but it's kind of like an audition. It just really is. Um, turn on the camera. Yeah, I'm going to interact with you all today a lot. So, if I'm in the middle of a point, I am going to stop today. I don't typically stop, but today I'm really, 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 really going to focus on y'all because I do have to like tell y'all some stuff about, some messages I saw that I missed, and just other things like when I hit the bell on YouTube and because me personally, I want to get to know each and every person. Damn. Yeah, it's storming. Anyway, I want to get to know each and every person. The best way for me to communicate with them is obviously YouTube chat, Instagram, whatnot. Not too many people have direct access to me, but unless you're a mod, okay, my mods can reach out and whatever. If it goes beyond that, then it gets all crazy, and somebody says you didn't reach out to them fast enough, whatever. And yeah, so you said it's great when a CC turn on the camera and be transparent with the viewers, but I also understand those who don't because all the doxing and people invested in people's personal lives. Ms. 215, you're 100% correct, right? And that's one of the parts that makes it a little bit more difficult, right? And you got to be to a point where you're going to do content and you're going to be real. Mostly the people that get doxxed are the people that are not being authentic. For people to really take the time to dig into a situation and try to figure out like more about you that's not public, it's weird. Lovejoy, let's see. Hey, Riggs, what's happening, man? This is pre West Coast Wednesdays. You know how it is. You know what we do over here. Abs. Oh, no. Hey, when I see NY's name, I think it's NV. So if I accidentally like reach out to you or say something to you, I'll try to keep it cool. But if I accidentally say something to you and you said, "Hey, you're pretty," or whatever, my bad. Yeah, I'm NV.ly. Okay, cool. All right. So subscribers, right? Subscribers are coming in the building. They're like, okay, like we said it. Okay, cool. I'm coming out the bushes. Let me see what he has to say, right? Um, Subscribers are going to come and go. And believe it or not, it's emotional. It's emotional as hell. Like it's crazy when you look at your analytics and you're like, oh, damn, 17 people subscribe. And you look at your analytics, you're like, 5 people unsubscribed. You're like, damn. Because obviously you're here to, do your thing. V, let's see. Whoa. I missed your comment. What's going on, V? I appreciate you being here. Hopefully I can entertain you today. So, sister, what's up? I heard your name out in the streets today, or not, whatever. I mean, my days run together because damn, we're up all night on this YouTube craziness. But I did hear your name out there. It was very, very interesting. I didn't quite know what to say because it was kind of crazy. And it was out of nowhere. But anyway, all right. So, all right, cool. Welcome, Sour Patch. Appreciate you being here as well. Okay, so the subscribers, they come and go. We don't want to see them unsubscribe, but at the same time, if you don't like the content, it's almost like get over it. Not them, but us as content creators. If they don't like it, it's not a personal thing. Like when I go watch football, do I like RJ Young over Matt Be Great? Yeah. But I'm not going to stop watching Matt Be Great. I do hold it against him that he like hates Ohio State or whatever, but it is what it is. He gives good commentary, whatever. I hated him. I couldn't stand him for a long, 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 long time. So I actually became like a subscriber, rather than just in the bushes. What do y'all? You're greeting each other. Okay, cool. Hey, Troll Angel, I appreciate you agreeing or disagreeing with what I'm saying, because I'm going to interact with y'all as much as I possibly can. Okay, so let's talk about watching your people that you expect to be in the chat that you look for on purpose leave. Okay, so I definitely look at the chat and I'm like, okay, cool. Now, the whole like highlighting a comment, y'all saw my commentary the other day. Don't do that. Like, I missed somebody's comment and she just damn near wished death on me or whatever for missing a comment at YouTube. But we try. We try. So, okay. So when you look down in the chat, you're like, I thought about this person a little bit earlier, or you look down in the chat, you're like, oh, I wonder how that person's feeling. Or, on Instagram, they say that they're sick, and you're like, well, I want to see them in the chat to say that they feel better. You might say a prayer for somebody. It just all depends. That's why I don't necessarily want 5,000 people over here, because there's no way that I'll be able to think about each and every one of you, right? But what I've experienced on my channel, correct me if I'm wrong, please, because I'm definitely trying to get into the content that y'all are going to love. What I've recognized on this channel, when it turns chaotic, my diehard supporters leave. Okay? They leave. Because when it gets crazy, I see like random people in my chat, people I know that aren't subscribed in my chat, people that I see being messy other places, throwing up, creating like chaos in the chat, whatever the case may be, right? Damn, I'm not used to my camera being right there. This storm. Anyway, all right. Okay, cool. So correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. You're in the you're in the chat. So am I right? Do you all leave when it gets crazy? Because a lot of people do say like they feel comfortable over here. They feel like it's a chill environment. It's safe. There's content. We can chop it up and not have to worry about a whole lot of the politics and whatnot. Because me personally, I'm a pick a side person. I know a lot of people won't admit to that out here. They're going to say, oh, I'm neutral. I've never been neutral in my life. Okay. Um, and people be like, oh, the biker club, the biker club, the biker club. Well, we were conditioned, and I don't even know how to explain it to you. There's deep, 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 deep rituals involved. Your loyalty is tested past the point of where most people that feel like they're in a nightmare, which we call civilians, when you feel like you're in a nightmare and you wake up and you're trying to figure out like whether it's real or if you're still asleep, we've been put through all those things. Okay. And it wasn't a nightmare. We were there. And another thing I could tell you is, because it's publicized, right, about the motorcycle club, reading the Bible backwards. And no, I'm not going to do a Vic or a conscious energy Bible study today, but reading the Bible backwards. You know why we're required to read the Bible backwards? Because of the fable that says, if I knew what I knew, I don't know how it goes, but damn it, if you knew what would happen before, you would do things different. So we read it backwards and then we try to reset life. But anyway, we're not going to get too crazy into that, because then it starts getting ritualistic or whatever, right? Okay. So you said I like some of the craziness at times. It's not serious beef. Yes. I'm never going to sit here and tell you that we're just going to be kumbaya. This isn't the church sector. This isn't the happy people sector. I come from the troll beef sector. But at the same time, like I'm trying to like diversify. I'm definitely trying to, do I make an ass out of myself singing the ABCs? Absolutely. Because that's me in real life. That's literally me in real life. I don't care. That's why, like, let's touch on, like, if I'm out there, I tell y'all I'm not going to do certain things. I'm not going to argue with women, and I'm not going to scream and holler at this screen, because I don't do that in real life. If somebody was standing next to me hollering or whatever, but I don't do that. So that's one thing. So this YouTube catch a body or whatever it is, oh, you caught a body, and then they replay it and somebody's mic is louder, they out argue this person or whatever. But then what do you do the next day? What is the end goal? Where does that lead to? Are you just cool? Um, do your subscribers say, "Oh my gosh, that person's so tough, I'm gonna follow him"? Probably not. Um, what up, Shabazz? Welcome here. I haven't seen you in the past, so if you're new, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you giving me a chance to entertain you. Lovejoy said, if I'm on the panel and it gets crazy, I will drop back down to the chat. Cool, that's fair. Um, I'm not in the motorcycle club, but I know many of them, being around them since birth. Troll Angel, one of the things that we have to do in the motorcycle club is we have to sign off on our we have to give up our civilian rights. Everybody knows that. I mean, certain civilian rights that are convenient to people, calling the police, putting in a report, being escorted into the hospital, just a if I told you how many rights that I don't have anymore when I crossed over, I mean, it's a good and a bad thing, but along the way, you're just chosen. You're just chosen. You have to be chosen. You don't go find a motorcycle club. The motorcycle comes and finds you if they're legit. Now, the craziest thing I've seen in motorcycle clubs, the 99%er clubs, which are like, support clubs and things like that, is sometimes they cross people over in public. I'm like, you guys are doing initiation in public. They're walking down this line and they're gonna, blindfold and they're gonna eat something that's gross or whatever. And now they got a patch. I'm like, no disrespect to y'all, but I don't get it. Okay, so you like a little bit of diversity. We don't need craziness every day. Okay, Troll Angel, let me ask you this, right? Do you think that it would be a good strategy, Troll Angel, for me to have a day? Like, for example, let's say it's Monday and we're going to talk about A, B, and C. Tuesday, we're going to do this. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Troll Angel, do you think that it would be like the subscribers, supporters, they could show up on that day based on the commentary, or do you think like that stuff should be like weaned into like the actual show? How do you feel? Because basically during a show, it's like watching TV. I don't want people to come and go, come and go, come and go. Now, as the bushes, the subscribers, now the members and the mods and the true supporters, which has nothing to do with money. Supporters has nothing to do with money because people are pocket watching the hell out of me. It's crazy. Oh, you're monetized now. They see a super chat or something, they go nuts. I'm not talking about money and support. I'm talking about somebody that says, hey, I'm looking forward to Envy show at 7 o'clock. My shows is at 7 o'clock every day. It doesn't matter who else is live or whatever. Like, you're gonna come and see the person, or you're gonna go see the bullshit. Okay. Be right back. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. I like that, where certain things for certain days. Okay, cool. And we'll go from there. And I'm also gonna vote. We're gonna vote somebody off of the we're gonna vote somebody off of the clubhouse. This is called the clubhouse, right? Everybody has to have a place. That's where lifers go. In clubhouse and lifers, I'll explain the whole thing to you, like as I start like getting supporters that step up from subscribers who really dial into the channel. Definitely members only lives, I'll get a little bit more into it, but don't worry about being a member. Like, I'm not going to hold anything back from people that aren't members. It's not like we're going to have this special secret code over here that nobody's going to know. But yeah, thank you for saying that, Troll Angel. And as I said, like, we've only really I always say voted off the island. I think I'm on Survivor or something, right? Well, I feel like I'm on Survivor in this damn YouTube street sometimes. But here's the situation, right? So we've only gotten one person up out of here, and we know who that is. She allegedly has a whole lot of trouble walking. Okay. So she's gone. So we're in a minute, we're gonna see if somebody else has to go. Okay. Go with the flow. Absolutely. Okay. That way people that don't like the craziness, they just don't drop down. Okay, cool. All right. That's good, Troll Angel. I appreciate that. What's up? If I didn't say what's up to Ms. Senator, how you doing? Peach T, glad to have you back. I appreciate you. Hopefully I got some good content for you. Feels like that sometimes. Yep. Welcome to the clubhouse. Hey, Miss 215. Sometimes I don't damn. Sometimes I don't keep up with comments as fast as I can. So, like, if I'm responding to something that you commented ten minutes ago, my bad. What up, Ness? What up, Ness? I actually thought about Ness earlier, right? And I didn't want to say anybody's name because I was going to talk about like YouTube relationships of like supporting people, right? Because my loyalty is so ridiculous. And this is going to make sense. I promise. You're going to want to hear this. My loyalty is so ridiculous. I watch each and everything. And I'm so loyal to people that I might not believe something, but if you haven't said it about yourself, I'm just going to go with the better. Like if you haven't said that you are a womanizer and you have a bunch of women that you're going to lose, I'm going to come on here and say, so and so's not a womanizer. It's just because of my loyalty. It's not, I have I have a thing where you never make somebody look like shit in public. Okay. But damn it, listen, when we're out in public, you start a bar fight, I'm swinging with you. But at the same time, when we get back to the house, I'm like, bro, like I had a gun, I had weed, I had this. I was on a stolen motorcycle, whatever the situation may be, and I'll say, bro, you could have got us like all 10 years in prison. So, but I don't believe in coming out here and defaming people, whatnot. So I actually sat here when I was thinking about my content and I was like, who has the best relationships on YouTube? Who is the most loyal to each other? Okay. And how many times, y'all, have I said I'm going to start going everywhere? I don't give a damn if they hate me. I don't give a damn if they hate everybody in the world. I'm going. I'm going to sit on Ness's panel. I'm going to sit on Shakim's panel. I'm going to sit on ODS's panel. I'm going to sit on Lemon's panel. I'm just going to go everywhere, and it is what it is. Now, one of the strongest relationships on YouTube, and I'm not just saying this because she got here, would be Ness and Shakim, right? The reason why is because I'll tell you one reason why, right? So we all know that they stayed in Vegas an extra day. And they talked to each other. That's how he got his name, Shah, right? They talked to each other. And I know it got deep and things like that. But you know what? We've never heard anything that they've talked about. Nothing, not a single thing. And the crazy thing is they've been mad at each other. They could have dropped that information at any given time, or whatever. Ness pops in his chat, he pops in her chat, shares each other out, whatever. There's not a stipulation. There's a mutual respect there. There's no stipulation like you got to do this, and this, and I'll support you. So I really wanted to say that. And honestly, I was thinking about other people, but a lot of y'all are gonna know them. Like Cupcakes and Mo3 Sector were the same way. Like I always say Cupcakes was the first person I said was protected at all costs. We're the same way, like the Ness and Shakim thing, right? Okay. Um, oh yeah, thank you, Ness. Appreciate you. Hopefully it's not storming where you are like it is out here. But I do know in Seattle it rains like 300 days out of the year. So hopefully be safe out there, Ness. Glad that you're here listening. I appreciate it. Now, one thing that Ness did, you got to look at the small things as well, right? The simplest things matter. Don't look for a share. Don't look for none of that. Okay. Ness's chat, right? Oh, Envy's in Ness's chat. Wasn't that like a couple weeks ago or a week ago? I'm in Ness's chat. Huh? Like this explosion. And the Envy's green over there. Another explosion. But Ness was like, click. And she left my comment up there for like 30 minutes. Now, I know Ness doesn't like go through the comments or whatever, but I'm not dumb. She's not dumb. None of us are dumb. That's respect. That's definitely respect. Because if you don't like somebody, their ass is not going to be on the screen unless you accidentally hit the damn button. Okay, let's see. Oh no, it's warm out. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, Hey, tell Lady Snoop next time. Here you go. Here you go. Tell Lady Snoop next time that it's 63, 65 degrees outside in LA, you definitely don't need a fur coat. Okay. All right, Lady Snoop, you don't need a fur coat when it's mid 60s. And she had a biker jacket under there, but it is what it is. If she could take me putting up that picture, she can. If she can't, whatever. As I said, like I'm gonna have content, I'm gonna do my thing, but at the same time, I'm still gonna troll. I'm still gonna whatever. I'm still gonna make an ass out of myself. I'm not gonna change the person I am. I just want my supporters to be happy here. Okay. Um, TG, I know you go everywhere. You're entertaining. TG, the thing I like about you a lot is you're always the same. But a certain content creator has to know how to have you on the panel, TG, right? Because you're gonna turn up. You're gonna turn up. Now, the cool thing about that is people who turn up are panel gold, right? Because they know TG's gonna be entertaining. TG's gonna say something crazy. TG might do cartwheels, and hopefully TG doesn't come out here and do a chefy, which which I've seen you almost do several times. But shout out to Sheffy. But turn off your camera when you take a. I'm sorry. Turn, I'm sorry because hey, I'm sorry, Sheffy. But when somebody sent me the link, and I pressed the link and went to the picture, I'm glad I was sitting down. I was like, I could. Anyway, moving on. Hey, and I actually like Sheffy and ain't talking. I'm sorry. Please don't call Sheffy's job with that damn picture, right? Because when she walks in that day, like everybody's gonna be looking at her like she's crazy. Anyway, okay, let's keep moving. All right. Unblock me crazy. LOL, I don't troll you. Somebody who's got you blocked, troll angel. Hey, adios. I'm sorry, guy. Fur coat in LA is different. It is definitely different, especially when you have a biker jacket under it. If y'all don't know this, Lady Snoop, for whatever reason, flashed out on my panel for no reason. And went live on me talking about all that I'm fake and all kind of shit. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, somebody I've been cool with for a long time. Someone you looked ridiculous when Ness put up the picture of the legs. Hey Ness, I need that picture by the way, but thank you. With the legs and the damn the wheel, the tire or whatever that was a purse in the general admission outside, not getting into the facility. I need that picture. But anyway, I did. I'm I'm done with her. I don't hate her, but she's been an idiot lately. Okay. Yeah, except my place. That's exactly what I was talking about, Ness. You just got to know how to deal with TG. If you let TG do what TG does, then but if you tell TG just hang out for a second, and here's a trick: content creators, reporters, all that stuff. Here's a trick: don't mute somebody, right? Because you're going to tell them 100 times, don't come off mute, don't come off mute, don't come off mute. I'm going to drop you if you come off mute, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Turn their mic down. Turn their mic all the way down and watch it and have them go crazy. They're gonna do this, y'all. Okay, look, I'm on. Listen, they're gonna think they're talking the whole time, So turn their mic down. So TG, I might have to turn your mic down every once in a while. Hey, just Sarah, appreciate you being here. I haven't seen you before, so hopefully I entertained you enough to be a supporter and not in the bushes. Yep, you're back. Where the hell did you go, soul sister? Where in the hell did you go? We were blamed for having a conversation for X amount of hours, which it always amuses me how people know everything but hate you. um Envy gave this person a wrench. Envy talked to this woman for this long. Envy. So what? Um, if people on the internet think that it's weird for for a man to talk to a woman for an extended period of time, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we'll just leave it right there. I'll get disrespectful. She went live on you. Yes, she did. Like she thought it was like, and she almost fell apart because here's the thing: when Lady Snoop went live on me, she didn't know if she was going to talk about pills, me, whatever. And it doesn't matter what she talks about. You know how I responded to her live? Pills went up there and like his dumbass after he got dogged out, like, "Hey, Lady Snoop, I didn't know that there was an issue with us." And da 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 da. And she's like, what are you doing? I was just talking to you out. Oh, well, I'm really interested in what you have to say about envy. I'm like, for real? I'm like, whatever. So yeah, she went live on me and she said, what is the dumbest thing that she said? I don't know. I forget. I'm losing my train of thought. Let me keep going. I'm more focused on y'all. Oh, I might have that envy. Hey, I'm glad I'm making some people laugh. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep laughing. Hey, let me ask you all this real quick. Hey, and TG, I want to give you TG. I really be chilling though. No, you don't. Now you're not LG, which like I saw you like flash out. I think it was on pizzas one time where somebody said something about LG and you flashed out. I don't. Hey, respect. Shout out to your LG, but TG, you're a little bit more chill, obviously. Okay. So Lord, being Beans gave her that work over here and she crashed out bad. Yes, she did crash out bad. I'm trying to figure out what the hell else she said. Oh, with pills. She was like, "Oh, pills is stalking me, and pills is doing this, and pills is doing that." No, lady, you drove all the way to Las Vegas. God, I look stupid. I don't have my cameras, whatever. Fuck it. Like, what you see is what you get. I look bad on camera today. Great. But she was talking about pills stalking her and doing this and doing that. And I'm like, hold on a second. Am I the only one that missed that this lady was spinning the block, went all the way to Vegas to spin the block around this dude's house? And he refused to he refused to come outside meet her. No McDonald's, no 2 for 25, Applebee's, no nothing. Just lady, please go home. Pills freaking took shelter like there was a tornado outside when she was spinning the block. And Lady Snoop, I know you're listening to this, but see, the thing is though, the way that you present the information, it's like, hey, and there's Lady Snoop, and he's an asshole. He's an asshole because I forgot. Oh my God. And then she was at Lolo's and somebody was like, hey, Envy. And she's like, who? I'm like, bruh, like, anyway, I don't know how to drag, I don't. I'm never gonna know how to drag because I'm not comfortable doing it because again, it's just not my thing. I'm not the wordplay genius or the best entertainer or any of that. You know this, right? That's why you're gonna come for me. There's nothing more, nothing less I could do. I'm not gonna yell. There's no theatrics. I just am who I am. That's why I got this. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I'm screwing up on the comments. I said that y'all. Let's see, that was on Lolo. Oh yeah, Lolo. She was claiming. Lady Stu was claiming like I was the biggest stranger in the world, right? Beverly, how you doing? How you doing? I appreciate you being here, Beverly. Make sure that you don't miss this members live. This week's members live. It's always Sunday at 7 o'clock. But I'll keep it up for you all and put it on the members community wall, whatnot. Hey, Arts and Crafts, good to see you. Arts and Crafts, I believe. Did you used to advertise on Polars, or was that? I know there was some scented chips or something, but I think you might have been over there. I'm not sure. As I said, I'm not going to know everything about somebody. I'm just trying to get to know you all, one at a time. I mean, if I'm going to sit here and sing a state song for Lovejoy, clearly I'm trying to get to know my members, right? Okay, Envy, you get mad enough, you'll drag. Um, okay, so on other people's panels, yeah, I've gotten there. I've gotten there. But on my panel, it's kind of weird to me. You know, the reason why I don't do it on my panel to people is because it just seems weak. And shout out to the people that do it. And I don't mean weak in a way where you look dumb or whatever. I just don't like home field advantage. Me personally, I liked away games when I was in football and whatnot. And I take back the weird thing and all that. Just I don't like home field advantage. I like to put myself in a situation where I'm stressed. I'm the person that wrote the paper the day before it was due. Okay, I'm just better under pressure. And if I could drop somebody or mute somebody or do this and that, I'm probably gonna win a bullshit argument. Okay. What's up? Don't waste your time on dragging. It's not worth it. You know what though? The funny thing is when I when I jumped out here and I was like, I mean, people freaking went crazy when I was like, Ness and ODS are my favorite content creators out here. And I gave my reasons why, and people were like, oh my God. I'm like, they can both do what I can't. I'm a behind the scenes person. I can find talent just out of nowhere. But me doing this, people are like, are you trying to be a content creator? Are you trying to do this? Are you trying to do that? Okay, let me explain something to you in business. You cannot go to somebody in business, like an entertainer or anybody else, and not try it yourself. You have no credibility at all whatsoever. Because the first thing an entertainer is going to say is, "What's your contact information?" You're like, "Here's my website." Okay, what does your website do? My website leads to YouTube channels. I mean, go to it. It's kiblerpr.com. It literally goes directly to YouTube channels. The last thing that we did was Crucifix and Sean P. They did a 54 city tour, but the theme of the song we did 1.6 million in 5 days. So it's kind of crazy when people like constantly say something about, hey man, Code Television, you're chasing clout. Listen, um, breaking news. In 5 days, 1.6 million views. It's going to take you like 3 years. Okay. Envy is not looking for clouds on Manco Television. Envy is trying to break out of his shell and actually be able to do this. Okay. And I'm not going to be like the person, but I want to have more credibility because I've been in the business for so many years. And the one thing that people said to me is, you're always behind the scenes. That's great. But we want to see you, we want to see if you can really do this. So here I am. They're going to think it sucks, but at least they're going to respect the fact that I came out of my comfort zone. Ah, damn Molly. Let's see here. I'll train you in roasting. I appreciate that. Troll Angel, hey, when I get into a bind, Troll Angel, put some stuff in the chat and I'll just read it. You know what I mean? And then we'll do the drag. Just like I try to do the Molly. I almost got Molly down. Let me get down to Molly's comment. Malik, what it do? You said, using my words, home field advantage. What's up, my guy? I haven't said pause or anything like that. All right, Molly, I'm sure this is messy. I haven't even read it. YouTube seems like one of the few areas where support of one place will be weaponized against you. Nike doesn't drag Adidas customers. This is just for goal. Right. Right. It is. And it's even more strange when people follow you around. And then it's even more strange when people get mad at you and tell you everything that you did. Oh, you were over at so-and-so's channel. You were over here. You were over there. Hey, TG, I'm actually going to drop the link for you. I want to see. We've never interacted on my panel. I want to see how we get along. But Molly, absolutely. And the thing is you can also judge the mood of the whole place by a person like Molly, because if Molly writes something serious, Molly's enjoying the content for what it is. But if Molly writes something messy, Molly's trying to get a reaction and turn the show in that way. So people like that, you can also judge off of that. But also thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, Molly. Let's see. Molly, don't start. Hey, Molly can start anytime. I love Molly. Let's see here. I'm one of the few people that like rocks with Molly 100% of the time. I've never yelled at Molly, cussed Molly out, and instead read my comment, read my comment, read my comment, read my comment. Molly will, before I got my monetization back, Molly will definitely spam you if you don't read Molly's chat. But anyway, okay, moving on. What up, Young? How you doing, man? How in the hell are you not going to Belize, sir? Aren't you? I think Trish calls you the executive troll. So, hopefully you go to Belize, and yeah, we'll leave that at that. I was thinking but continue. Okay. Oh, you were thinking okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Dr. Soapy. Dr. Soapy is an individual that does what Dr. Soapy wants to do, regardless of who's wherever Dr. Soapy drops in where Dr. Soapy is. I know that Dr. Soapy is an individual that wants the content. Okay. Definitely. Like, you got to be talking about something, or Dr. Soapy's going to be like, okay, let me go do something else other than that. Okay, cool. You said, dag, I can't come up right now, Envy. Yeah, okay. But that's cool, TG. That's cool. Stay active in the chat. We'll see what happens. But you're more than welcome at any time, TG. I like you. I rock with you. You've never done anything wrong with me. So, feel free to come up. As I'm going through the comments, I really also want to hear what you guys think about me being on camera versus being avatar. Like, does my personality change? Do you like my energy a little bit better as an avatar, cammed up? What do you prefer? We'll go there as I'm starting to continuously read your comments here, which I said I would do. Young, I finally picked a side. So bomb. Maybe I missed something. Remember I said I'm a pick a side person. What side did you pick? So bomb. Let's go, e-bike. Beep, beep. Hey, are you at the charging station, e-bike? Hey, shout out to the charging station, e-bike. I appreciate you being here. You're one of my favorite trolls. See, there are fun trolls, and then there are trolls you never want to see ever again in your life. And e-bike is a funny troll. Stay around, because usually the funny trolls, they do one or two things. They go away, or they change their name to something you can never find them again in life. Okay, so stop the cap. Okay, let's go. Let me see what's I still want to know what side you pick. You know what I mean? Crafty, but I guess sports fans drag each other, but not the actual teams. They do. They do. It's crazy. Like, you could have an Ohio State and a Michigan fan, and they'll drag each other about something that has absolutely nothing to do with their team. You are correct. We hate it when they go off track. Or like, bruh, we're looking for the commentary about the damn game. But you are right. It's like a pissing contest or something between, football analysts and stuff like that, right? And it's going to be cool, because before you all like run off to go get the nonsense, we're going to talk about, I know you guys are going to be like, stop talking about this woman. We're gonna say something about Ness, and we're gonna say something about the next person that can never come here again, under no circumstances. As I said, the first person we know, but we're gonna see if we ever want something back. Which, if we get rid of this person forever, it's gonna slow down on the bullshit a little bit, right? And I said, like, between the subscribers and the supporters, the real supporters are gonna say, we don't want that person. Now, the people in the bushes will probably be like, hell yeah, so that they see the nonsense, But if I feel disrespected too many times, if I flash out, I'll flash out. But I've been on this app for a long, long time, and literally for 4 to 5 years, I flashed out. Like, all I did was argue, and I'm like, bruh, you're in your 40s, you sound like an asshole. Because I used to watch it back, and I'm like, look at this. I'm arguing with these 30-year-olds, these 20-year-olds, or 25-year-olds, whatever. It just looked ridiculous, and I was scared to death that people in my real life would see the shit. And I made a huge mistake. So I was smoking and drinking. My mom called me one day, and she's like, tell me more about your YouTube channel. I'm like, I mean, she's asked me 1,000 times, right? Thank God she doesn't do computers and shit like that. She's real old school. So I was like, it's kind of weird or whatever. It's not what you think it is. I don't come on and I don't have anything of substance to talk about. This was both 3 days and close to now. I'm like, I don't have any substance or whatever. And I said, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm like, these people will pull up to your house. Uh, they might call you someday. They might call you someday, which would suck. And whatnot. She's like, what kind of people are these? I'm like, I don't know. So my mom was like, I felt like she didn't believe that I had a channel. So my dumb ass tried not to sound drunk and high or whatever. When I'm talking to my mom, I'm like, she speaks to my aunt every day. And I'm like, yeah, just have Aunt Judy, log on to my channel. It's Man Code Television. I'm screwed now for life. Man, my aunt logged on to my channel and called my mom. It was devastating. She was devastated. Like straight up. She was like, "Oh my god, like what is he doing?" Because I've been at the top of the corporate ladder as high as you could possibly go, senior VP level, like just a reach away from the C-suite. And I've also pushed cards too when I've lost jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like so I kind of know the whole dynamic of the professionalism or whatnot. But unfortunately, now I know that my aunt could always freaking log on here. So hey, shout out to you. It's still gonna be nonsense. I'm trying to make it more content, but shout out to you. We dox each other. We cuss. We say things that you should never say in your life. And we'll just call it passing time, okay? And we'll call it that nobody else could see the channel unless you're subscribed. It's hidden. It's not on the internet. Okay. Aunt Judy, this is not on the internet. This is like play, and I send these videos out unlisted. Okay. Like nobody knows that I'm here. I promise. Okay. Let's see. Let me scroll down. I'm sorry. Hey, Callie Sty. Um, so yeah, I saw you, TG. That's true. I appreciate it. Golly, I'm so sorry. These comments, I'm sorry. I'm so terrible at that. Like, I wish I could literally hand the mouse to a person, but like I feel like on Mad Day, if I had an admin, my channel would just go away someday. And clearly I can't. Like the people in my real life, I don't want them to even know I'm here either. So I mean, the only person on this whole freaking whatever that I would trust to be an admin would be Big Rigs, and Big Rigs be rigging. So I don't think that he wants to be here every day at 7 to freaking push a button. So that's why I don't ask. Callie, I wanted to ask you a question real quick. And I don't want to I don't want to like, poke at wounds or anything like that. But tell me if I'm right or wrong. So the captain, Brandon, the captain, right? Don't freak out, Callie. I'm not gonna like get too personal or anything like that. But for whatever reason, I listened to his live today, right? And he was a completely different person because he said that God gave him a lesson, or he was talking about getting stabbed in his sleep one day, and then his daughter being in the hospital, and he's going to make a change and this whole journey or whatnot. But he's going to do one live, and it's going to be like this Big Bang type of situation where he's going to put like a woman with cock eyes or something as a thumbnail. And to be honest with you, I almost played part of his live because a lot of it was inspirational. It was crazy inspirational. Just listen to the testimony or whatever. It actually got me through half of my day. So, Callie, without getting crazy or personal or whatever, are you guys, hey, what's up, Mike? I appreciate you being here, brother. Yeah, day one, Mike. So I'm going to ask it super general, Callie. I don't need a storyline. I'm not digging into your business. Oh yeah, Callie, remember we did your birthday? I still have that thumbnail flyer, whatever you want to call it. We did it at Behind the Bar, I believe. Yeah. So, are you guys, as general as I can, are you and the captain going to see eye to eye? Not be best friends or anything like that, but can you all see eye to eye? Because, you're one of the, yeah, I mean, you're a super mod. You're on top of everything. You have custom emojis, and you really look out for a couple of people. So basically, I just want to know if you guys are going to be on the same page because I like both of you. Okay, so all right. I think I'm to the comments. Okay, so what did I write down? I always write down something because I don't like dead air and I'm just not good with do. Okay, I rock with the captain the long way. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it didn't sound like it. Maybe y'all had like, maybe he was in a bad mood or something, but I was kind of surprised to be honest with you. When he said something about you being in the chat, but we'll leave it at that. Social Bomb, I would think you would make Mike an admin. Mike who? Mike Martin? Mike Martin, the only reason why Mike Martin couldn't be an admin is because he goes out and tears the streets up. Mike Martin is best to be out there raising hell. You know what I'm saying? I know my people. I know what they're good at. I would never want Mike Martin to feel like he has to sit here and press a button and listen to content and all this other stuff. Mike Martin has always been the dude that literally goes and kicks over tables and all that. And then he'll come back and we'll laugh about it, right? He'll bring it out. And he's a hitter. That's like making a shooter a librarian or the janitor or something like that. Hold on, I think Mike is here. Hold up. Hold on. Let me go up to Big Rig saying, I got to get the right banner. I got you, Mike. 1 second. I got too much garbage in here. Hold on. Okay. Oh, nope. Big Rigs. What up, Mike?
What up?
What's good?
Yeah, you mixing up the Cali. See, he always falls out with his Cali that he's always got up there, like that was part of the ship. Like he never fell out with this Cali.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering what the hell. I was like, what the fuck I missed today?
Right. Okay. I'm tripping. I think I did that before the Cali Sty. I was like, and then I think that she wrote in the chat. She's like, no, it's not me. And I'm like, okay,
Nah, he's always falling out with the other Cali. They fall out like once a week. And you never heard the story about him getting stabbed before? 88 stabbed him up in his sleep. You never see the video she put out? This is before we even knew him. You never see the video out before I do it again. You never seen that?
That's what 88 said.
Yeah, there's a video out she put on what's this dude's channel? Well, I can't say dude.
Right.
The one that had all the 88 stuff and the channel went down and then why can't I think?
The PI?
Lady? No, you I don't know why I can't think of it. Like they're always around, but it was the one channel that was like they know that this person knows 88 personally, like real life, but nobody knows who it is. I don't know why the hell.
Damn, Dr. Soapy. Just in case 4 years, Sav State. Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, I can't be responsible enough to be an admin.
No. Absolutely.
And then I got to do what's right for the channel and telling people to kiss my ass. Like, no.
Big Rigs, I'm going to do better. Pull it up to yours. You guys just talk about such serious ish. I don't want to affect the vibe. Mally, you're not going to affect the vibe. Hey, Dr. Soapy, that's a lot of education. Tell me what motivated you to do that much education. He was telling me to remove Cali Kitchen. Oh, see, it's like Cali Sty, Cali Kitchen. I was more listening.
Big difference.
Yeah. I was like, no one. I've literally never ever saw somebody fall out with Cali Sty. And then when he was like, "Hey, Cali, you can go to your channel and go live on me," and da. I'm like, Cali Sty going live?
Let me clear something up. Now, didn't you guys do didn't you do 2 birthday parties with Callie Sty? Because you definitely did some on your channel for Callie Sty's birthday. I know that for a fact.
We did it at Behind the Bars too.
That's what I mean. You guys did it because it was like somebody, was it Miranda's? It was someone else's birthday or something too, or
Miranda
something.
was Miranda was here, and like everybody was tripping with Miranda when she cammed up and she was like doing her little dance and stuff like that because nobody saw Miranda cam up. And we
Oh,
know
really?
and we know Miranda's not an ugly person. So like, yeah, we did Miranda's here, and then it was a follow-up for Callie at Behind the Bar.
No,
Yeah,
because they
that's what
always
we
ask
did.
me like, "Where'd you come from?" I was like, "I wasn't on the internet before, but I actually found the sector for Callie Sty's birthday party. That's how I even found out
Oh,
what the hell the
really?
Mo. Yeah, that's how I ever even came to the Mo 3 sector was for Callie Sty's birthday party, coming from over
Oh,
from behind the bar.
wow. That's cool. That's
Or any of
cool.
these
I didn't.
sectors, to be honest, I didn't even know what the sectors were. And then I started
Hey,
the first victim. I started dragging the dog shit out of Vato.
I
Remember?
know you did. Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm
you and
still blocked to
Vato.
this day.
I
I was
know
just dragging him the other day.
you've been blocked for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Arts and Crafts, you said, Molly, these people are trying to get you to claim a gang. Molly's not gonna claim a gang. It was so funny. Molly, I'm also talking to my chat, like my content's
Yeah, of
all over the
course.
place because
Yeah, I just came up to make
I
sure
move
you
around.
understood the Cali thing.
No,
I got to do
I'm
something real
glad you
quick.
did. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'll see you back in a minute. Thank you for
I'll pop
clearing that
back up.
up.
All right.
All right,
All
that's
right.
what's up. See you, man. Hey, Arts and Crafts, about Molly. Molly, Molly, like I remember when Molly gets wrenches, right? Mm. It's so funny. Like someone will throw Molly a wrench, and Molly will be like, "What the hell?" You know, like Molly's always green. Like Molly has to hate you if he's not green. But I see somebody throw a wrench and Molly will start typing, "What is this?" And they'll be like, "Well, Molly, you're always here to support." Molly's like, "I want to move around the way I want to move around. You guys take these wrenches too damn serious, and I want to be down here popping my shit, and I don't want to mod for some." Molly will cuss you out if you throw a wrench. Content creators, Molly is literally the best person in the chat on YouTube, but don't throw him a wrench. Molly will cuss you out for the wrench situation. Okay. Because I'll see Molly popping shit like over at wherever. And then I'll see I'll see Molly go over to another place, but he'll chat. He'll say exactly, weren't you outside with so and so doing such and such? And like Molly remembers stuff that you're trying to get people to forget. but Molly will definitely. I mean, the brain and the whatever filing system Molly has, you're not going to be able to hide. Don't do anything stupid if Molly's in the building. Okay, so. And Molly and I actually get along. I thought Molly and I were gonna have an issue, but you all know, like I definitely wouldn't, put Molly on my thing. It's funny when I do the Molly avatar when people think that Molly's on the panel, and I'm still trying to get Molly down, but I only have one example on how he talks, so it's kind of hard. I'll leave that up to Big Riggs. Big Riggs is that guy. Street gang. YouTube camp. Hey Molly, you know damn well these YouTube streets, have cults. They do. They have cults. And the funny thing is you'll see somebody go out there and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna dox you for the for the cult or whatever the situation is. I don't know. I don't understand. But the only way I can conceptualize it is these people don't go outside. Like a lot of them don't go outside at all. I think that they're on YouTube ordering groceries and their meds because everybody needs meds who's on YouTube, med check. Okay. So anyway, y'all didn't tell me whether you like me avatar or camera better because you know me, I'll do whatever. If you guys want me to be avatar, you guys want me to be camera or whatever. And the crazy thing is I think I told y'all last week that I was going to go out into the YouTube streets and raise hell. and it was bad. It was really bad. Remember when, like, I think Rodney said, like, he interrupted Lemon's show about 15 times to say, there's a clone account in the chat. There's a clone account in the chat. There's a clone account in the chat. I'm like, Rodney, every time you say that, another troll account's going to pop up. I promise. Like, and then they started flying down. Boom, boom. I don't want that account to do anything crazy. I'm like, Rodney, do you understand that a mod can click on there and see it as a brand new account? It'll be fine. We're not going to blame you for anything. But I was on demon time. I think I went from Rodney to Stefan to Mr. West. And who else knows? But I was a complete asshole out there in the streets that day. Just a thought, with all the crap going on in the world, why not have fun on here without the bullshit? It's supposed to be a getaway. It's literally supposed to be an escape from the problems that we have. And it's almost like you bring more problems into your life, because I do believe in positive energy. And sometimes getting off this app, like what I'm going to tell y'all about, I'm definitely going to go into the supporters and the mods, because we don't stay here long, because this is West Coast Wednesdays and I don't do that. I don't give a damn who you are, but if I mess with you in any way whatsoever, I'm just not going to go live. I don't care if people say you're in a different sector, you're in a whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I send people. And, Glitter Boots was like, oh, he's only got 20 people over there in the chat. Well, I got 40 today. Oh my God. But he only has 20 people over there in chat, Lemon. So he's not helping bring anybody over. Yeah, I am. Because guess what? You only need a couple people. There's prison sector people in here. There's Manosphere, which I don't know why they come, because I terrorize them. There's beef sector. There's Mo 3 sector. There's Mo 3 troll beef sector. There's some people in here. Now remember the bushes, right? So if you get 10 more subscribers that become supporters, that become mods, they become whatever, hey, it is what it is. And I always tell people, I said, even if a large content creator, what's up, Lovejoy?
Andy, you are missing a lot of the comments in the chat.
I am. Wow.
You asked us about how do we feel about you being on camera or off camera. I done said it twice. You missed it. Okay. You are missing a lot of comments, and people are giving you hell in the chat.
Oh no!
I am just the reporter here to report. I'm back in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try better. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, that was Lovejoy. Hey, Diva, I want my wrench back. I'll say that publicly. I didn't want to say that publicly, but I want my wrench back. And I don't know if you were mad at me or I was mad at you, but I think you said he's obsessed with me because he always wants to correct me. Listen, Diva, don't you say to your people, I don't want people over here. I don't want yes men around me. I want my people to be on my ass if I say something wrong and they have other proof. So, hopefully that was sarcastic. We'll take it at that. I am sorry about the comments. Let me hold on camera. It's harder to get to the comment. No, I can't make any excuses like that. Drags Gills person has some questions. Okay. All right. What are your questions? Slap. So look at Beverly stalking ass. Wow. Let's see. Laugh my ass off. Okay, cool. Is this the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Okay. All right, let's go. She said, oh my God, he's behind in the comments. Yes, I am. I always am. I'm trying to get him off topic. I get it. You always do. Diva will tell you that she goes into people's chats to get the content creator off topic on purpose. Let's see here. That's why sometimes I skip her comments, because if you click on one of her comments, if you click on one of Diva's comments, she'll be like, oh, I always have to be, damn it, I forgot to take this down. See, Diva will always say, oh, yeah, I'm always on the big screen. Everybody always wants me on the big screen. So let me find a comment. get you off this damn big screen. Anyway, and I agree. I use the time on here for entertainment, but lately I've been taking weeks breaks. Been getting too dark and people too invested. Yes, people are getting dark and too invested. I don't get it. Um, it, I don't. I mean, these people act like they don't have mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and daughters and sons, whatever. But they drag other people's. It is what it is. I'm drag who you want to drag. Okay, just don't do it here. He knows me. What a creep. Oh my god. She's a mess. Okay, ha ha ha. I don't sound like that. Yes, you do. Okay, bye. So lol, he can't. Okay, so Diva within the next 3 chats or so, she's gonna tell us that she's going to watch TV. Okay. And then she's not going to watch TV. She's looking for somebody to terrorize. Okay. But hey, shout out to you. I read your community wall because you're always on 10. And I almost made a mistake and pulled up your post, and I would have porn bound myself with Sheffy's picture. So shout out to you. Oh my god. Diva, I want to see him try though. I think you guys are arguing about something else. I don't think it has to do with me. Chat bestie, you heard nut ass nigga. Okay. Let me scroll up to see what else I missed because you people are taking off. My bad. Like literally, I don't even know how to do that. I just, it's. I'm starting to host shows with content and stuff like that. I'm just so used to the lazy CC thing, where you sit on the panel and let everybody do their thing, and you just kind of hang out, make sure that you highlight some comments and maybe mess with your phone or whatever you're doing. So I'm trying to, I'm trying, I promise. Okay. Malik. Okay. Not gonna highlight any more of your comment. Yeah, I am. She's on the big screen again. I'm going to watch TV. What up, Love Stone? You missed a lot. Damn it. Wow. All right. Look, here's what I'm gonna do. All right. So my camera's here, my computer is here. Here are the comments. Watch. All right. All right, let's try this again. Okay. All right, Malik, I'm gonna be back there tomorrow. Damn, I missed one day and I missed it all. Yes, you missed it all. You don't miss anything, Diva, please. You got like trolls that make sure you don't miss a thing. Okay, bet. All right, so Bob, I wanted you to try to read Diva's comments in a Philly accent. Oh, I mean that's Malik. I don't have a Philly accent. I can't even like pretend. They talk. I don't know. I can't say bull. My little bulls and stuff like that. And we used to kind of try to do the New York thing when I lived in Ohio. We were talking about son and done and all that other stuff, but I cannot do Philly. They have a very, very unique accent, and I'm not trying to make myself look like that much of an ass. I mean, I only got a few days left to learn how to sing this damn state song. Let's see here. What do we got? Where Grandpa Glitter Guns, aka yeah. Okay. No, that's a good thing to ask. Okay, so so the next person up for the Reese, I appreciate your trollery. You always keep everybody abreast of what the hell's going on. Our Philly accent is different. You just got to have it in you. Yeah, it's a vibe, it's different. I think Philly is one of those accents that you can't you pull off. You can't fake it. New York accent, you just have to talk fast and be angry all the time, and then you're good. What part of Ohio? Close to Toledo. About, we could call it a Toledo metro area. So yeah, Toledo. But I spent a lot of time in Columbus. I went to college in Bowling Green, so like I got Ohio roots. So I went from Ohio. I moved to Chicago, which is my favorite city in the whole world. Chicago, Atlanta, Tampa, back to Atlanta, based on my job. Before I jumped out there and said, I'm tired of trying to figure out Working for yourself. See, people think working for yourself is easier than working for somebody, but trust and believe that clients are a lot more demanding than just your asshole boss at your job. That's I want everybody to be entrepreneurial, but definitely understand that clients are very, 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 very demanding. Okay, not the New York accent. Yeah, the New York accent. Let's go. I've heard you. NY. I've heard you. It's Young Bulls, not young. No, I thought it was Bowl, like Boll, like not Bull. I think we had that discussion. I don't remember what platform we on, but we had that discussion between whether it was Bowl or Bowl. So pin the link. Here, you pin the link. Here you go. There's the link, Malik. Malik's gonna come up here with the Philly accent, or you're Baltimore. You're Baltimore though, but I guess y'all kind of have the, similar vibe. Trying to pin the link. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting a little slow today. Ness went live. What's up, Ness? What up, Malik?
Yo, you're another ass nigga, B.
Why, man? B. Why,
It's
B?
young boy. Young boy. They changed the Y to an I. And Philly is definitely different than B more.
Okay, so I've
So
heard
now
bull, I've
2-1.
heard boy, and I've heard bowl. So can we
Right, yeah.
decide?
Yeah, 215 right there. Our accent is totally different.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So
okay. So give me the official bowl or whatever it is. Let me
no,
pin the link like I was
no,
asked to do
they
so.
say young boy.
Oh, okay. Young boy.
Yeah, young boy. Like the same way big boy spell it with the O, with the I, not the O. I mean the I, not the Y. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Ms. 215's from out there too. She says that young bull. But okay. So did I
So
say it right? Young bull?
young
Young,
boy, young boy,
okay.
like
All
young
right.
boy.
Young boy.
When you keep saying young
But
bull,
young man, basically, but boy.
yeah, but that young bull is something like totally different, way totally different. But
Are you more gangster or something? Like the
nah,
young
nah,
bull?
nah,
You put
nah,
in
nah,
work?
nah. It's totally different. But listen, so did you see your Philadelphia homeboy earlier?
Oh, are you talking about in the closet?
I'm talking about with the with the
No,
jean
I'm talking about.
pajamas on. The nigga had like a pajama jean set on.
No, I'm talking. Okay. Actually, I was scrolling through or whatever, and I saw he was in the closet again, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
with the shelves, with the little wicker
yeah. With the
chair that
bean
moves or
with the
whatever.
beanbag chair from like '85.
Didn't he pull out like a hold on? Somebody sent me a link. He pulled out a little gun, so he had to private his video.
Yeah, he pulled out like it was like a little 380, little chrome 380.
He has a Chrome 380. You know what he told me the other day, or when he got mad at me last night? He's like, "Yeah, I got a Colt 45 and I got a machine gun." Stupid. Did you
But
see him in the
no, but
bulletproof
this
vest?
yeah, that's the funny part though. He like, I got 2 bulletproof vests. Do y'all niggas have bulletproof vests? And I'm thinking, what the fuck a vest do if a nigga aiming at your dome? Fuck that vest. The way
That's
you
what
be
I was
talking,
wondering.
ZX, ain't nobody trying to shoot at your chest. Pause. Nigga gonna split your melon wide the fuck open. They want to make it official the way as gangster as you be.
But see, is his gangster is here's my address. Come to my
Yeah.
house.
The
Here's
whole
my
eminent
address.
domain thing, right?
Like, here's my address. Come to ring the doorbell. Dude,
Right.
you basically have told me everything that I'm gonna do. Okay. And then my dumbass rings his doorbell. And then then we shoot each other or whatever the case may be. And now I'm the aggressor. You can't be the planner. Like you just show up ding dong. And I simply said, go here, go there. It's very simple. He's like, I don't need to talk about we. I don't, talk about you. I'm like, dude, that like,
Yeah,
I don't take you serious. It's actually, if we did, actually, I do think that I could survive a 380 though. I think, I think I could get through a 380 situation, but he did say that he has a machine gun. I was like, a machine gun, like a residential machine gun. Like, I don't get it. Like, usually machine guns are full auto, right? You got an M16, you got an M16 on the floor or something. I don't get it. He said he has a machine gun, but to be honest with you, I don't even want to talk about him because for whatever reason he thinks I clout chase. All content creators clout chase. If you go on somebody else's panel, you're clout chasing. I mean, this is very simple. Like, Fox clout chases off of ABC because they try to get the football game or whatever. The clout chase, I've never been able to understand. But the 380, oof, Mike Martin, Wallow, and Gilly Philly accents are strong. They from uptown and north, like me. Hey, official Lovejoy, thank you for the super sticker. That means that I'm not being too much of an ass. Hey, Lovejoy, you hurt my feelings, Lovejoy, because I sent you a message. It was about the song, but it was also about my show, saying that my show wasn't real impactful and I'll do better. And you didn't get back to me. Come on, I was worried about you, Lovejoy, but thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Yeah, so they're talking about their Philly accents or whatever. Welcome to the clubhouse. Let's go. But yeah, so yeah, ZX, he's a different soul. I think he gives me like extremely lonely vibes. But apparently, if I mention his name, he said he's gonna stay over at his channel to ice me out. I'm like, you do understand when you come over here, people get mad, right? It's a risk to have you on my platform because people don't want you here. So basically, he was going to be the next Just Krista because she can't come here. Okay, so I'm gonna make an executive decision, y'all, because with just Krista, I presented this whole unbiased. Here's the situation. Here's what she did to Lolo. Here's what she did to da 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 da. Because I don't have to think about what Lolo does. I'm always going to support Lolo. I'm always going to support Riggs. I know how they're moving, but I tried to be honest and I asked the people, I was like, okay, so what are we doing? They're like, she's gone. I'm like, okay, cool. And then the next thing that people say, right? They say, oh, within 3 to 5 business days, you guys are going to be cool again. Well, it's been about 3 weeks. So I've withstood the test of time. What up, Rico? Appreciate you, brother. I'm keeping up with the comments now, y'all. I'm doing better. But yeah, man. So Malik, how's everything else been going, man, other than teaching me accents?
I can't
just
complain.
checking on you, asking you in general, bro. How you doing?
No, I don't have no complaints.
Oh, okay, good.
I was watching a little bit of the, I guess you call it, come fuckery and on the channels today. It was same old BS.
So I suppose you went to pizzas to talk about Dimples doxing or allegedly doxing Lemon, which Lemon says that the information is incorrect. Is that what you talk about?
I mean, I didn't even see that part. I don't speak on one of the people you mentioned and the Lemon thing. Everybody gonna constantly come at you. So that's what it is, man. Certain shit get boring after so long.
Well, the reason why they do that to him is because they know that he's gonna create something. He's gonna have to call. He was trying to call Eli. He's gonna call Eli or Vic or walk around with his phone to prove this, prove that. People really want to see him crash out on a daily basis. And I mean, that's not being an ass or say anything bad about him or whatever, but that's literally what people want to see him do because he feeds into it too much. Lemon could never say, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like that's not in him. Like, as soon as he learns how to say, I don't give a shit, he'll be better off. He'll be much better off because if somebody wants you to just crash out every single day, this gets super exhausting. It's ridiculous. Um, but yeah, so I gave my little breakdown a little bit about, subscribers versus supporters, my topic or whatever. How do you feel like, okay, so I talked about bushes, I talked about, let's leave the member thing out of it, I talked about bushes, subscribers, and supporters. What do you think, you personally, let's say you're a content creator or whatever, you're out here on the YouTube streets, what do you think is the difference between those, like in your own words?
Some things don't ever require a response. Like some things you just never speak on because it don't really be worth it. And then some things, if that's your only source of content, folks gonna run with it. Like no offense at Ness or Lemon, but or Shaquem. Folks are still talking about Vegas 8-9 months later, son.
Oh God. Dude, I wish Vegas would burn down. Like at this point, that it's the worst. It's the worst marketing situation for Vegas. Like it's funny. You should see how many people in the chats or whatever are like, I'm never going to Vegas.
But let's look at it this way. As much as you said that, right? Look at how many folks want to go to Vegas now, who probably never been or whatever the case may be.
Right. The
And
Resto
that's what.
crew with Mel and all them.
But who? Yeah. Okay,
Resto
you
and
said Resto with
Mel and
right.
yeah,
But
the
that's what I'm saying.
racists,
Like,
the white nationalists, and all those other people. Resto was defending himself for like 3 hours.
right. But how long do you keep talking about the same shit?
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you don't have a topic, you don't have a topic, and people are used to what they're used to. They're going to start the bullshit at YTCs, and then they're going to go over to pizzas or, and then ODS is going to do his lunch thing, and then they're going to go there, and then they're going to dump the bag over at Lemon's.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing, though, Envy. Um, ODS do his joint calls maybe once a week, and all he do is talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He let everybody chit chat, whatever, and then he go about his way.
Yeah. That's what I love about ODS. He's going to come on and be like, boom, 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 boom. Here's what I'm talking about. And the crazy, I mean, the cool thing is he doesn't necessarily even bring up sector stuff. People respect him to a level where they come up and they kind of bring the news to him. You know what I mean? Like, would you say True Malik, and you can't count the ones who just went, wait, hold on. True Malika, you can't count the ones who just went in their personal life and didn't tell anyone.
All right.
He said the subs.
But that's what I'm just saying. Period. When you look at certain things, what you talk about it for a day, 2 days, maybe. But that shit don't be
Right.
that. It don't even really be that serious.
Right. Just the best thing that I've done on YouTube to date is not go to Vegas. Okay. I was this close. I had my ticket and everything, and I canceled that shit. Like I was just like, but my conception about it was like, that the party bus was private and all kinds of other stuff. And once I started kind of feeling like those things weren't adding up, and I was like, and the crazy thing is, I told people, I know we had a group chat, and I'm like, I know damn well people saw me about 100 times say, make sure that you have appropriate clothes, because in Vegas, you walk all day. You walk. Every day you're going to walk 7, 8, 9, 10 miles from place to place to place to place, because you got to go all the way down to the bridge, cross over, because you can't cross the street because there's fences. I'm like, you're gonna be freaking walking all day. But I'm like, at night, I told them at night when we go to the club, Vegas is not gonna let you get in with bullshit. like you can't wear team attire, you can't wear this and that because they don't want thugs in there. That's basically why they do it. They don't want you to wear a team hat or whatever. And if you stereotype people, typically we know who wears like athletic wear and whatnot, right? They might as well they might as well put the sign up there like back in the day, no colors allowed or whatever.
Well, I'm not. I've never been, so I can't say. But
Which you
as far
should.
as what people wear, athletic wear is what's in now. And last time I checked, if you got money, they gonna let you in the club. B. They don't want clothes; they want cash.
That I will agree with. The only way I can agree with you is in Chicago. In Chicago, I had something to do with club promotion and whatnot. And when certain celebrities did come in to do their walkthrough or whatever, their little cameo or whatnot, people did have to wear nice clothes. But if you were whatever, like if you're right, like if they thought you were coming in to buy 4 or 5 bottles, they could give a shit less. You could have flip flops on.
But
But I know that they try to keep it, semi under wraps, but you're right.
I'm saying, but you got to also look at every. You could tell if somebody gonna be on some F shit versus if somebody just was, like case in point, your partner could hit you on the jacket, be like, "Yo, we get ready to pull up that bop 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 slide through," and you just jumped off the couch, you know what I mean, brush your teeth, whatever, bop bop boom, and you just shut out the door with whatever you had on, like you know what I'm saying? Because again, you could tell a difference in somebody that's coming on some trouble versus somebody who just moving about their regular normal life. But
Yeah, Molly, I was
Molly
trying to
made a
be as
good point,
cryptic
and I
as
think
possible.
also
Go ahead.
official Lovejoy did too.
Oh yeah,
Just by
yeah, yeah.
watching, I've seen a lot of YouTube relationships
Yeah, this
that
one right
probably
here.
start
Go ahead. I
that
highlighted the
probably
comment.
started on here and probably grew like on a personal level, and then somebody, started with the backstab. So I agree with her on that. But I also will tell you, Lovejoy, and I've said it numerous times, there's a difference in loyalty and respect. Loyalty comes with a price. Most people are loyal as long as the other person is beneficial to them or vice versa. Once one party is no longer beneficial, the loyalty goes out the window.
True. True. Um, yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think in the sectors and stuff that we're in, I think there's a lack of a like for the person. I think that people chase whatever the storylines are. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing or whatever, but on a bigger YouTubers and whatnot with millions and millions of followers, you go there because you like the person. You don't necessarily, they don't have a storyline. They're gonna do whatever they do and whatever, but we're capped out. We're tapped out like at whatever we're making, and we'll be stuck in this algorithm for life and shadow banned by YouTube because we can't get a video in green because everybody's cussing and doing stupid shit.
But
So
so you can't really say you capped out because again, Envy, like in your particular case, you can hold the conversation. You can talk about a lot of different topics, and people are willing to engage in what you listen to you and vice versa. So it may take you longer to build your lane or whatever, but again, you're gonna be able to do what you're gonna do because that's what hustlers do. And again, a person has to look at what they want to do with this particular thing right here. If if your goal is to get on here and build, let's just say a residual income of $1,100 a
mhm,
month for whatever purpose it is you want to stay saved or whatever, you could do that. But if you don't have a goal or end game or whatever the case may be, you're gonna wind up spinning your wheels on it. And that's why I said like some people on here are entertaining. But I know that some people this all they got. Like they can't hit the door and go outside and say, Mike, Tasha, hey, what's going on? Let's go around the corner and see. It don't work like that.
are you trolling NY? You broke
No,
off a marriage because your husband was flirting with the chat. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, Malik. I mean, you're right. And Molly said something that makes sense. She said like, or he, sorry, God, Molly, I'm sorry. Um, he said that people hoard that Vegas content in case they run out of something else to talk about. They could throw that in there, So let's see, Rico. Let's see that girl. Why
But
are
see
you
that, but that's
serious?
the thing though. Like, how many times you gonna talk about them wrestling? How many times you gonna talk about Ness getting drunk or whatever, whatever? How many times you gonna talk about the same thing?
I know. I know, like there's so much stuff I don't care about any like Vegas it's it's like I could trump Vegas running around my block 5 times. It's I don't get it. But whatever. Like
So
that's
now,
their content. I can't, it is what it is. These individuals are not used to traveling, etc. I know they aren't. You could tell who wasn't used to traveling. And see, they had me. It was sorry, I keep adjusting my glasses, y'all. I hit my face on the damn thing and my glasses, whatever. I didn't have time to change glasses. Or find my other glasses rather. What the hell was I saying? Shit.
people never travel, never been nowhere. Go ahead.
Oh, right. So it was crazy to see them travel, but I mean, I think some people got it and some people didn't, but the problem is the buildup. I would never have built up Vegas as much as people did, and I think that's like where people get disappointed. So now they're trying to compare Vegas with Tracy not
Okay,
showing
stop,
up
stop,
at
stop, stop.
yeah
So
at
see,
Jay
we
Wilson's
see.
church.
So
Like,
now we talking about the same thing everybody else talking about. So let's do this. So you mentioned travel and people getting out, right? Look
yeah.
at how many people who've never been to the opposite side of town that they live in.
Yeah, true.
Like case in point, and I'm not trying to be rude. Miss 215 says she from North Philly. I'm unclear on this, but you got a lot of folks who probably never been to South Philly. I think North Philly got the L system. So you got folks who never been to South Philly. Like whenever you listen to a lot of folks on here and they be talking, everybody talk about commercialized spots. Geno's, Pat's, all of them is commercialized cheesesteak spots.
Yep, Donato's in Chicago. Yeah, of
Right.
course.
So now you talking about people within their own town, and I'm not saying you, Miss 215, but you got some folks who never been cross town.
You're right. They won't NY. Yeah, YouTube relationships. I'll never understand like the virtual whatever, but I guess it's yeah, all this is make believe, so I guess that makes sense. But you're right, Malik. In Chicago, it's like the Hispanics are on the west side, the white folks are on the north side, black folks are in the south side, and literally like people think it is a big city, but people stay within like you got 63rd and you got Stony Island. People stay on that side. Like you literally stay within like 6 blocks in a huge city. So you're right. You can ask, like, for example, you can ask White Sox fans who are all the way south if they've ever been to a Cubs game, which is all the way north, and they'll say, I've never even been to Wrigleyville. So you are right.
But that's what I'm saying. So now, if you got folks who haven't even traveled in their own town,
Ms.
never maybe got
215,
to
we know you know how to travel though. We could tell you know how to travel by just the way that you carry yourself. You could tell if somebody knows how to travel or not. That girl and why exactly. Yep.
but that's
And
also
he
the
said
thing,
he
Abby.
wouldn't give it up.
So now
He
a
wouldn't give
lot of
up
people
gaming NY for marriage. Wow. Okay, go ahead.
a lot of folks don't understand. Like, just be, just go with the flow sometimes.
Right. Right. I mean, but people don't do that.
So now,
People.
okay, so people don't do that, right? So you get on here, you hoop and holler, folks want to talk all this and all that. And then it's like, okay, so what we doing? And then when you realize, like, case in point, and I'm not saying that you would never handle your business if you had to handle your business, but the chances of you going to Philly, my nigga, is slim to none because you probably got other shit to worry about, right? You know what I mean?
I'm not going to Philly ever.
Right. You getting some money over here, you doing some other shit over here, you doing whatever, whatever.
No. I
Now,
know I know where I can go and where I can't go. I'm not going to Philly. But go ahead.
oh, okay. I didn't know you wasn't free to move about the country, but okay, I got you.
You know, to a certain point, you know. Um he was 48 and I was 26 and I'm about making money. Jesus. And why I get that. We have to talk about making money someday and why we'll definitely dig into that because basically I read all your comments. I know where you're at. You're very, very loyal. Like you're going to be at Riggs. You're going to be here. You don't move around much, but when you're loyal, you're loyal. So I get it. I know NY is going to be in the chat, but traveling freely around the country, that doesn't even necessarily mean just the country. It means Atlanta. It means anywhere. You got to know the lay of the land and you know who kind of just leaves each other alone so that we're not all in prison. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to, you know, the respect level is like Florida, for example. You got Space Coast, you got North Florida, you got South Florida, and there's a lot of people that stay just in their pocket because it's kind of like it's just an unwritten rule. You know where to go, you know where not to go. It sucks. You can't go to, like in Atlanta, we can't go to certain wing spots or whatever, and people can't go here, there, whatever. I mean, you can, but somebody's going to jail.
So hold on, my guy. So you telling me
That check-in shit.
Oh wow, that's tough.
That's why you got support clubs, man. That's why you got nomads. Well, damn, Envy, how are you not going to come to Philly, but I'm traveling to Atlanta and Chi-Town? I'll meet you in Chi-Town. I just don't. There's a lot of interesting things. It feels weird going through the East until you get to like Virginia-ish, you know, and then go over. It's weird. Like I'll tell you a biker thing that people know for sure in New York. Okay. There is like a police station almost. Like I don't know. It's not really a police station. I don't know what the hell it is. It's government something. And literally the HAs are over here and the pagans are over there. And they go that way and hang out there. And they go that way and hang out there. Now, when you go like this, it just doesn't work. Like it just doesn't work. So I know in Philly to just mind my business a little bit. We'll just put it like that.
So hold on. So dog, you speaking on one particular life form.
I am.
Or you just telling me like you can't real live move throughout the country, period. Because I'm gonna need you to explain to me like what's really going on, my guy.
There's different levels. So let's say if you're a support club, okay, not a support club. If you're a regular MC, a 3-patch MC, right? Just a 99%er, just a club that, damn, I don't even have a background. You know what? Since we're talking about that shit, let's see.
Nah. Don't background my ass, my guy. Get right to it.
Okay, so you're basically okay. There you go. So what are you asking me? Like how I can travel around the country?
No, how you just said you can't go certain places. You gotta check in.
I don't have to check in. So the way that it goes is basically your 99% are MCs that are blessed in by the dominant club. They check in with typically they check in with a support club, and the support club lets the dominant know that this club is coming through. Basically, like that the nomads aren't coming in, nobody's setting up shop, this and that. But on our level, we don't check in, but we know where people's mandatory runs are, if that makes any sense. Our mandatory runs are predestined. Like, we're going to these 3 places, and it's no secret. People figure it out, whatever. Cool. Then other people's mandatory runs are over there, because dominant clubs aren't going to check in with each other, but traditional MCs are going to check in with the support club. The support club is going to check in. It's like that outside of motorcycle clubs. Like, Snoop Dogg said it when he went to New York, that he tapped in with the 9 trays. You know what I mean? To just holler at somebody.
But that's a Crip thing, dog.
It's also a biker thing, brother. It's definitely, it's more of a biker thing than it is a Crip thing.
Well,
I'll
okay.
tell you that for sure.
So now I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to tell you what clubs they are, but in North Florida, there is a club who can't fly their rags, their colors, their cut, whatever you want to call it, in North Florida. But once you get to like Tampa on down, that they're dominant all the way down to Daytona, Miami, whatever. Then you got Space Coast over there. Space Coast has a dominant, and it's just it's like, I'll stay away from you, you'll stay away from me. It's just like with the police, Malik. If you're on that level of 1%er, you kind of have a situation where, Lovejoy, what's up?
They're called substations. As a former rider, when you go from one state to another, there are substations that you tap into to let them know that you're coming in town. I just wanted to give my FYI on that. As a former rider,
it's actually called the council.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's called the council.
Yeah.
The council oversees all the 99%ers and taps in with the dominant to control the situation. But support clubs come to a different level.
Exactly.
Like Outlaws have Black Pistons.
Yeah.
Got, Devil's Disciples, and there's levels to this.
Right.
Like everybody, all the 99%ers are going to talk to the Black Pistons. They're not going to Outlaws. All of our people are going to talk to, I'm not telling you what club I'm in. They're going to talk to these people, whatever. You're right. Correct. It's the council.
You've already said what club you were in numerous times.
People probably missed it, more than likely. And it's probably, you probably missed it too, because you think I'm black and red, and I'm not. I'm all black.
No, you said numerous times that you're in. Never mind, yo. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. So I've been in the few, if y'all call them sets, travels, and if you call it a check-in, okay. But I'm saying, the folks I know, they move about, but they conduct themselves in the manner to which, it ain't necessarily gonna be no situation. But again, you different, it seemed like. You know what I mean? So I can't
listen. If you go through an area, they'll see it as a show of force. And for example, Philadelphia, everybody knows the mother chapter of WOS is there. Everybody knows the mother chapter of Outkast is in Detroit. Everybody knows the mother chapter of Banditos is in Texas. Everybody knows that the Pagans are in Baltimore and Philly and all through there. Everybody knows that the Vagos are in Vegas. Everybody knows, like, the Mongols have a deal with the HAs where the Mongols stay South California and the HAs stay North California. The cutoff is, it's and that's just how they move.
But yeah, the biggest club in Baltimore is not the Pagans.
They're East Coast, so I know they're not the biggest club, but Pagans are definitely East Coast dominant.
But no, here, everything is go through WOS.
Yeah, but you got to understand, like, the brotherhood stuff. So Pagans have brotherhood patches, which is public. I'll speak on anything that's just public. Pagans are a brotherhood with the TGs, Thunder Guards.
I'm hip. I know their whole squad.
I know that. They're like this. Just like OFFO is with OFFO, because the reason why is because a black dominant has to work with the white dominant in whatever area they're in. There's a racial line. Now, some clubs obviously are multicultural. WOS does have white people. What you call it? Chosen Few has white people. You know what I'm saying? All those Soul Brothers have some white people in Kansas and Kansas City. Like you could kind of tell if you listen to me, I kind of know where to move around. Now, I'm gonna give you an example, right? That everybody's gonna understand because some people will be interested in the biker part of it, and somebody will be interested in this part of it. Okay. We have an unwritten rule with the police. I'll just be honest. Okay. So we're in the neighborhood. When we're in the neighborhood, the police understand like if there's dope houses or there's whatever, da da da. The police kind of stay away from where we're at because they know that we're just a part of the neighborhood. They don't have to worry about it, whatever. But if we start going over here and over there and over here and having a bar fight and blah, 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 then we're going to get arrested. But we're not going to get arrested in our area. Does that make any sense? Like, I don't ask the police, can I go down Main Street and 3rd? But they don't ask us if they could drive by our clubhouse either. We just don't. You don't see them and they don't see us. You just move accordingly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this because
I don't know how to explain it to you. It's like that. There's actually a lot of politics.
But no, your explanation works for those who don't know. I happen to know a little bit better, but again, I'm gonna say you got it. I ain't.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm not putting anything out there like
no. I just wanted you
with the police or anything.
I just wanted you to clarify, my guy, that you say you can't move around. That was it. That's all.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean I can. Listen, bro. I get on my motorcycle, ride right through Philly, do all that. I ride to New Jersey, Newark. Newark.
Then meet me on 32nd and Erie then.
In Newark.
That's in Jersey. That's in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. For how long?
Yo, got it, check. Yeah, yo.
No, we don't. We don't
have
to.
Y'all. New storyline.
We don't have to check in, but
I'll
give you an example. Let's say something happened. Let's say something happens in Alabama, and you're riding through Georgia. The club that something happened in Alabama knows that's a mandatory run. And when they run through Georgia, we've lost brothers and sisters that get shot off their motorcycles because you're going through a certain area because everybody knows what the path of where a mandatory run is. I'm not saying you can't go through somewhere or whatever. You have to be aware. You have to understand certain things.
All right, so I want you to understand. So Miss 215, if you wasn't here the other day, Envy invited ZX to pull up on some of the biker dudes because you know they his homies. But I see clearly now you can't go to Philly. That's why you gotta send your homies. So I'm just wondering, man, do you see just how? Do you know that tomorrow, son, he gonna have a field day with you saying that you can't go to Philly, and now he gonna troll all this shit out you. You bitch ass nigga, you can't come to Philly.
Yeah.
I'm Papa ZX. Pull up on me. But you scared? It's going to
I know, right? I mean, who looks like the ass?
Yo, your man gonna be trolling you from the closet.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. Shout out to you. I mean, he pulled out a 380, so you really can't say anything. 380, like,
but okay, he can have a pea shooter. You can't go to. Now let me stop.
Yes, Ms. 215. Yes, that's their mother chapter in Philly. I know exactly who you're talking about. That's their mother chapter. That's why you kind of leave Philly alone, just like they leave Detroit alone. Rico, I got you. Give me 1 second. I can't find my banners. Holy shit.
She's talking about WOS.
I know who she's talking about. And their support clubs. You know, there's support clubs in Georgia, or there's support clubs in Georgia. But yes, she's talking about WOS. That's her mother chapter. On the door, it says "Death to the KKK." It's a black door. We all know where each other's mother chapters are. The Outlaws mother chapters in Chicago or in Illinois. The Banditos, like, but you don't just go into Texas and think that you're cool and you don't have to talk to the Banditos. Look what happened to the Cossacks. They had that shootout at Twin Peaks because the Cossacks thought that they could go to the council meeting when the Banditos are supposed to control the council meeting. So Cossacks were going in there to show a force because they just put on a state bottom rocker. You can't just put on Texas state bottom rocker. You have to put on Dallas. You got to pull on whatever based on your rank, where you're at. You can't pull up to a damn Banditos thing with a Texas bottom rocker, especially you can't have a diamond. These idiots pulled up with both.
So Rico, I'm in the new bike club called Trolling You Suckers on YouTube, and my chapter is in. My chapter is gonna be. We gonna put the main chapter in Harlem on 113th and Lennox.
Nah,
We're gonna start right there on 113th and Lennox.
Hey, look, no. Hey, man, listen. Watch this, right? Okay. So you know why the bottom rocker, is YouTube on this, right? like, look, right? Hold on. Look, that's us. We're the lifers. You know what I'm saying? You see it, the bottom rocker is YouTube. It's a 5-piece patch. So yeah, you know, that's why we're the clubhouse, man. We're the lifers, you know, and the ace of spades, I'll tell you that the ace of spades means that you're willing to go as far for your people as possible, including death. That's what the ace of spades means in the biker community. Notorious Queens, we have official Lovejoy. We have Heels on Steel as our female support club. Heels on Steel. Anyway, so yeah, we're running YouTube. so you want to be, we'll make you the president of the support club, but you can't wear YouTube bottom rocker. You got to wear beef sector. You need to let us know when you're coming through the Mo 3 sector, okay? If we want to play biker games on YouTube.
Man, this is crazy.
You got to know. You can't, you can't explain it unless you know. It takes years and years. I crossed over in 09. I prospected for a year and some change.
But you saying crossover like you went across the burning sands in a fraternity.
It's literally that deep.
I know.
It's that deep. You're no longer a civilian. I just tell you that. And there's a whole lot of things that you miss. There's a whole lot of things that you miss being a civilian. There's a lot of conveniences being a civilian. Okay. It really is, like the rituals, the initiations, and whatnot. Now, if you're in a diamond club, you're not just walking, you're not just getting a patch. Trust me. Now the other stuff, yeah, they have a whole different set of rules or whatever. But in our bylaws, there's a lot. There's a lot of symbols, a lot of whatever. Just trust me. Like, you know, what am I gonna say? You know, hey, you said no, left my. Oh, you're talking about my bottom rockers with YouTube. Yeah. So Malik, if you're trying to get me to say that I can't go here and I can't go there and I can't, no, it's just respectful to move around how you move around.
You already said you can't go certain places, dog. Don't take it back now.
Well,
or they say you backpedaling. You can't backpedal now.
I'll tell you this. If you know anything about bikers, they do a show of force. We do a show of force all the time where 8 clubs around Philly will go through Philly, and then but they go through Georgia or whatever. It's semi disrespectful, but it's also reminding people that it's not as crazy as you think it is. just I don't know how to explain it to you, bro. I can't sit here and explain it to a non-biker because it's not Crips and Bloods or whatever. Okay. The easiest way for me to explain it to you, we get rivals from everywhere as they were growing up. We got Crips, Bloods, GDs, everything, right? And you come together and you're old and you try to figure out, you leave the politics at the door, you come together and everything's great. We do the same thing with them, but we can't just post up there for 3-4 days, go to all the biker bars and hang out with their girls and flip their properties. I mean, they're gonna think that we're gonna, then the support club has to respect us as a diamond club. I mean, it's a lot. But a lot of people, okay, I'll say this, bikers are more safe than street gangs. We don't break politics. Sometimes we do, but people get shot. Yeah, when somebody pulls up on you and says, take that shit off, you better die for it. And if you put yourself in a situation where you have to die for wearing colors, you probably shouldn't have been moving around at that particular time. That's it. It's very simple. But trust me, there are people that don't give a shit. they'll eat lunch across from the WS house and whatever, But me personally, I care. I want to live. And I don't want to go to prison. I've been shot.
Reese? All right,
it's
man, look,
horrible.
I get it. You can't go to Philly. It's all good.
Shout out to
what's your question?
Brooke
got a question for you. What's your question?
What's up, Brooke?
So, as you get older, just mindful outside of the gang or the bike club, are you telling me that if you're with your girl and you can't go like to different places because somebody's going to see you? I'm kind of confused because the conversation was about traveling. And I don't know how the heck the biker story got involved in it if you're just simply traveling, like to go vacation. I don't think we were saying traveling in the sense of moving to a different city or state.
You can travel and not fly colors. Yes, you can go wherever you want, unless you're flying your colors. You can't. Okay. I can go wherever I want if I'm not wearing my colors and showing up on a motorcycle. Yeah, no, you can go wherever you want, but you can't. It's a show of force. It's disrespectful. But yeah, I could travel wherever I want, but it's disrespectful if I go down the Harley Davidson, rent a motorcycle, put my colors on, and just think I can go wherever I want.
All right, I understand that. But I don't think y'all was talking about that at first. Y'all was talking about just traveling and how people travel.
No. We're actually talking about traveling like full cuts, like blacked out as we do, but flying your colors, going to their bars, and doing all that. It's just disrespectful. That's where their roots are. That's where it's like anything. It's like me going to a Baptist church and I'm Catholic talking about the body and blood of Christ.
I get you. I understand exactly where you were coming from. Once you started explaining it, I understood. I just couldn't understand.
I see what you thought. It was like just regular travel. I see what you were saying.
Yeah, I see what you were saying. Regular travel.
Yeah, no, you can go wherever you want as long as that's respect. That's respect. Like you can go wherever you want, but you can't fly colors. You can't be in there showing forth because here's what happens. Nomads come in. And why colors? I mean, they're called colors. They're called cuts. They're called rags. There's depending upon where you are, people use a different term for vest, biker vest. I mean, biker vest sounds corny because we don't say that, but that's what it is. No, we can travel wherever we want to travel, but
yeah, I watched that series, the biker series that used to come on. They gonna come on home. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 99% NY, 99% just means that you're not a 1%er. That's all.
Oh,
Um,
right. Oh, okay. That's
you
nice.
know, you got outlaw clubs right under one percenters that don't have to check in with the council, but really have to be friendly with the dominant. There's one percenter support clubs, almost, you know, like the HA support clubs. They put a diamond on them. Trust me, it takes long to get to understand like all the shit. But once you understand it, it's really to keep everybody safe. It really
Yeah.
is.
Well, I roll dolo from state to state, so I'm no
and why
worry.
I'm sorry. You know, Malik is grilling me about motorcycle stuff. What would you like to talk about before we're at West Coast Wednesdays? NY, I'll talk about anything. Sing the ABC song and use your badass biker voice. Absolutely not. Yes, they take it very seriously. It's just like Malik and checking in. Yes, yes, you check in if you're gonna fly. That's it. It's very simple, you know. But there's a chain of command and all this other bullshit. But if we're at war or whatever, if we don't mess with each other, you don't check in. I mean, we don't. Nobody checks in. But I will tell you, if a bunch of black folks come into an area, you're gonna chop it up and figure out what's going on with the white dominant. You are, because you don't want a race war.
All right, man.
All right, Billy, go ahead.
This is
You ask
right.
me questions, I'm telling you what it is as much as I
Nah, man. You
possibly
talking
can.
about biker life and all that.
That's what I do.
I just wanted you to admit that you can't go to Philly, dog. That was it.
I can go to Philly, but there's people in Philly that are incognito. I'll just put it like that.
So let me find out you gotta check in with ZX to come to Philly, son.
Hey man, you almost made me ruin my computer. Bro, don't do that when I'm
Let me
ZX
find
what
out.
ZX rides a sport bike. Like they don't
Hey,
matter.
hey, I can hear how the phone call go. Hey, Mr. Glitterboots, it's
Uh,
Envy. I'm coming to you now.
Hey man, listen. He rides a sport bike. We don't care. Like if you're on a sport bike, you don't. We don't. Yeah, do your thing. Have fun. We're talking about Harleys. We're talking about baggers. We're talking about grown men.
All right, man, I'm gone.
Bye, Malik.
You gotta check in with the 12 o'clock boys. That's
Okay, okay, okay.
no,
Let me
no,
call
no,
ZX and see if I can come through Philly. Okay.
nah. It's a dirt bike click here. Y'all probably seen it on YouTube called the
The
12 o'clock
riding
boys.
club, dog.
Nah,
Yes,
these niggas ride dirt bikes. They call it the 12 o'clock boys.
I
Brooke,
know that we have all that shit here too.
yeah, Brooke said he got to check in with the 12 o'clock boys. That's kind of funny.
Malik, bye. Damn. Jesus. Malik was just trying to get me to say that I can't go to Philly. I got to check in with ZX. So, anyway, you said, who could picture Envy with a vest with patches all over it, holding up a big Harley on his tippy toes? Wow. Um, Hold on. This damn thing has been freaking, this damn thing has been everywhere, right? And I say, was that necessary? Let's see here. What else do we got? Yeah, it's beat up. Here's here's the passenger helmet that I keep. You can wear it front or you can wear it back. Anyway, all right. So let's see what else we got on here. Not prejudice. I hate everybody. Keep honking. I'm reloading. Remember when sex was safe and motorcycles were dangerous? Bros before hoes. Do I look like I give a shit? And let those ride decide. Oh, and loud pipe saved lives. Those are my. I don't even like these stickers anymore. I just won't take them off because if you really look at this helmet close, I've wrecked on this helmet. I've wrecked with this helmet on like 3 times. and I'm supposed to change it because sometimes when you wreck with a helmet on, it breaks the shell. So yes, we could picture Envy. Hold on. There you go. So yes, you can picture Envy. Boom. But you can't see Envy because Envy looks like this when he's riding. Usually, God, you guys are gonna have troll pictures. I'm gonna love it. Envy looks like this usually when he's riding. You can't see anything. Basically, I look like that. There you go. All right. Cool. So, Envy needs to take this helmet off. Okay. Let's see here. Loud pipes save lives. Absolutely. Okay. So there's an example of how Envy doesn't mind being a complete ass for his supporters, not the Bushes. Subscribers, you're getting close. Supporters, I'll do anything. Okay, we've seen that along the way or whatever. Let's see. After that accident, I think he's rolling with a walker and tennis ball shoes. I've had many accidents. You just have to know how to wreck. And it's funny when I say that you have to know how to wreck. So the biggest mistake you can make on a motorcycle when you wreck is hanging on to it. Like people, oh my God, they hang on. And see, I'm so used to riding suicide. So we ride literally like that. We take up a lane suicide, and we ride 2 tire lengths away from each other. And then we got a front row captain and we got a rear row captain. So what that means is all the middle of the pack is in here. So what the front row captain does is he looks and sees how much space he has. He looks back, he signals over, front row captain goes over into the lane. We're all right here. And then the rear row captain goes into that lane. So now you got your front row captain, your rear row captain, and then the whole middle of the pack rolls over, and we keep going. That's the same way that, people get pissed off at us because we don't stop at red lights. We cut off the intersection. The person right in front of the road captain will go out, cut off that intersection right there. We don't care if it's red light, yellow light, green light, whatever. If we're coming, we're blocking it off. You go block off each side, whatever you go past. We do the same thing with exits. And, the idiots that can't get pulled over are in the middle, and the people that are like the model citizens are in the back because they go like this. And the police chase their ass, and then the idiots can exit. Okay. Like everybody knows this stuff. So I'm just going to put it out there. Right. But anyway, the way you wreck on a motorcycle is let go. Let go of the motorcycle. It's 800 or 900 pounds. You do not want to roll with a motorcycle on the ground. You let go of the thing, okay? And this whole Philly thing and this whole whatever, my supporters, not subscribers, not people in the bushes. I've been challenged by 4 or 5 of my supporters to ride across the country on my motorcycle and make sure I go live, take pictures and whatnot. So I really want them to know where they want me to start. I can either do Atlantic Ocean to Pacific Ocean, which I'm already in Atlanta. I can do Georgia to California, California back to Georgia, or I can do the 4 points. I can go Florida, California, Washington, and Maine. I can do the 4 points, but it just depends. Like if the supporters stop saying, buddy, I'm going home. Okay. I'm going home. But I will most definitely do that for you all. What's up, Lovejoy?
Get up in the comments.
Okay. All right. Well, where am I? All right. Yes, they take it. Okay. I saw that a while ago. Where are we? Picture of Envy. Oh yeah, we already did that before I put on the helmet. Let's see. TG's laughing. Okay, cool. And you can be drunk, TG, on the back of the motorcycle. I will take drunk passengers along with me. What do we got? We
No.
got. Did you see the pic I posted riding my 4-wheeler last week? I sent that the bike I'm selling so I can get the new one. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Are you going to stay on a 4-wheeler, or let me ask you this, Ms. 215? Have you ever thought of getting a trike? You ever thought of getting a trike, Harley trike? I used to have one with a sidecar, Lovejoy. Okay, let's go. Okay. What idiot put the extra helmet on the rides with you laying your bike down that many times? Wait, the extra helmet on. What do you mean? That's the passenger. I always have a passenger helmet with me. This is literally the passenger helmet. And that has a wreck right there. See, look, it's all nice. That has a wreck too. So yeah, chase cars and stuff, cars that go to the exits to make sure that we know where the roadblocks are. Yeah, that stuff. Lovejoy, the gangster. Hey, I'm on my Honda Shadow. I remember when you told me about the Honda Shadow, Lovejoy. It
I
was
sold
great.
it.
Hmm.
I sold
Oh,
it.
you did sell it.
Yeah, I have a Can-Am now.
Oh Lord. Okay. You went okay. I'm surprised you don't have a slingshot.
I'm an older woman now. I
I
can't be
know,
doing the
ma'am.
things that I used to do.
Yes, I've read.
I thought about a slingshot, but I was like, nope, 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 nope. So I got a Can-Am instead when I sold my Honda Shadow.
Be careful, they flip.
They do. And you know what? I almost flipped it about a week and a half ago. I was out in the streets enjoying the weather and I said, let me crank it up because it's been sitting all winter in the garage. And
Mhm.
I got out and I put it to the test and I was getting ready to come around a curve and I almost flipped it, but I didn't. So I'm good. I'm getting ready for
You
the summer.
sent me the picture. I do want to see. You are getting ready for the summer. Oh wow, that's awesome. Let's see here. Okay, this is Ms. 215. That's cool. You gotta wear boots, please. These are like those foot shoes. Make sure you wear boots when you ride anything. Please wear boots. You wear boots that your ankles don't snap and
Most
you flop
definitely.
around.
Most
Got to wear
definitely wear
boots.
boots. Most definitely wear boots. I
Yeah,
did that
yeah. You
twice.
do not want to wreck on a motorcycle with tennis shoes or those foot shoes that you got. You definitely don't want to do that. And
No,
literally, and here's the stupidest freaking thing that Harley does. I don't like. I don't get it. The boots aren't waterproof
no, they're not.
at all.
Nope.
We have to waterproof them. They're not waterproof. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Because people think it's crazy. I don't stop for anything. Like literally, I don't. Rain, sleet, snow, shine. The sport bikers. You can see them under the bridge, and we just holler at them because the sport bikers won't pass us if we're on the road when they see colors and Harleys. They stay
Right,
back there until
right.
they stay back there until they give us a signal or whatever. We tell them to go. The reason why now people think that's like an ego thing or whatever. The reason why that happens is because sport bikers do dumb shit like
Mm-hmm.
wheelies and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
they've taken down too many Harleys and bike clubs because they don't understand. We ride so far in a pack. If one person makes a mistake, it's over. Like there was 12 of us or something, and our front row captain ran over one of those,
Mm-hmm.
a big pallet, and like everybody was done. So that's
Now,
why sport bikers wait,
right. Let
Um,
me just let me just say this for women riders. I learned the best boots that you can buy are Durangos.
really? Do you have
Those
a
are the
duster?
best boots you can buy are Durangos.
We buy Timberlands just direct. Well, I'm right. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you have a duster?
Yes.
You- Okay, yeah, yeah. Oil soaked duster. I
Yeah,
always strap it to my sissy bar,
most
and
definitely.
a sissy bar. Don't take this and run with it. It's called it really is called a sissy bar because people
Yes, it
don't.
is.
It's the bar that's behind the passenger seat so
Mhm.
that she can lean back. They call it a sissy bar because they want a woman to not need one.
Right.
Basically, yeah, you know, some women when we have a solo seat. When we have a solo seat bike, we got this little pad. It's about this big, and we put it on the fender.
Hmm.
We take it out of the saddlebag and put it on the fender, and y'all
Hmm.
ride on a fender, no sissy bar, no nothing. And instead of holding on to us right here, you use your thighs on our sides, and
Hmm.
that's about it. You keep your hands down because we can't have you lean when you're on the fender.
Right.
So you use your thighs basically. You don't hang on like this. It's crazy watching. It's crazy watching like a woman that's never been on a motorcycle going. I'm like, do you know how unsafe that is? Trust me, you're gonna
Very
do better if
unsafe.
you could do this, and you're more safe than hanging on to me because guess what? If you flinch, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And
If
then
you-
people think you always have to lean into the turns.
No.
Sometimes you opposite lean.
Yeah.
It just depends on like how you're entering or exiting. And that but if you have a passenger that's going like this and you're opposite and leaning, it's a disaster. If you're a woman and you're a passenger, don't move. Okay. Just use your thighs. And the great thing about using your thighs is you become my backrest on a long ride. Oh, I'm in there.
Hmm.
You guys, y'all are like, woo, y'all are, you learn how to be a backrest. Okay.
Hmm.
Because if we don't have a woman on the back, hold on. Am I back? Hold on. Damn. I don't know why this takes so long. Hold
I
on.
can hear you.
Am I back? Yeah, I'm back.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so when we don't have a woman on the back and we don't have all that, we take a bag and we put it on the sissy bar to replace the woman.
Right. Right. All right. I'm going to get down.
All right, well, I appreciate you keeping me on point with these with these comments.
No problem. Bikers, that's my thing. That's my MO. So, I'm going to jump up when you talk about that
You know damn well we could talk about that forever. You've heard
all
me.
day.
Yeah. I'll
All right,
put
babe.
some of that. Yeah, yeah, we can all right.
Okay.
All right, hey, if you get a chance, oh Jesus Christ, if you get a chance, we're going over to Riggs as well. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about today, but I will know shortly. Big Rig Slabs does the Wednesday night, Wednesday West Coast Wednesdays. My bad. It's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that would be 10 o'clock Central Time and 8 o'clock Pacific Time. But yeah, okay, cool. Let me get through these last comments and we'll roll out. And I promise I won't go off on a biker tangent again for a while unless I put it in the title. Okay. So don't hate on me. Okay. Like, but always, 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 I'm saying you can hit my community wall. You can literally go under the comment. Like, if you go down the description, you can write in there, don't freaking talk about motorcycles for an hour or whatever. You can write whatever you want. Just don't say anything too crazy or whatever because I don't want to get flagged for something nuts in the comments. I don't care what you write there because I listen to it. I respond to every single person specifically, and I do change my content up for that purpose. So I want to see at least 7 or 8 comments that says we don't want to hear about this shit. Take a month off from talking about bikers. But like once you're super passionate about it, you just you run off with the mouth and you act like everybody knows what you're talking about. Because now we got Malik that says I can't go through Philly. Shout out. You know, you could start narrowing down the club that I'm in based on how I talk, but I try to make it as cryptic as possible. You have to know exactly what you talk about. You have to know exactly what to look for to know what club I'm in. Okay, but you just listen. There's context clues. But you know what I'll do for you, NY? I'm gonna show you a picture with me. Like, where did I ride? I rode down to our clubhouse in Biloxi, and then we went over to New Orleans, and we took a lot of pictures in New Orleans. I got everything on, so I'll show you someday. I don't put it. I'll do it on Members Live or something because I don't put it on here because yeah, this is as close as I could possibly be to be on YouTube. Like we don't do the media, and I'm on YouTube, but we worked something out. Okay. I never understood women who ride like that. One move, they're done. Always use the thighs. Absolutely. Definitely use the thighs. I'm back on the comments. I'm going to do these last comments and then y'all can cuss me out in the notifications. Turn with the driver, stay balanced. Don't ride on the back of the bike with a thong. I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I did during bike week and I got a $300 fine. We do that on purpose. And why? So we will put a woman on the we will put a woman on the back, and she, like it's been all the way to nothing. We'll put a woman on the back, and yeah, we do that on purpose all the time, literally. So that, but we don't get fined. We just run. but one time when we were running from the police, this cop, for whatever reason, he's got like wings on the side of his car. I don't even know how the police department thinks that this is normal. My club brother, when we were running, he got pit maneuvered on his motorcycle. And that was bad. Like he broke everything because when he got pit maneuvered, it wasn't just him wrecking. Like the car didn't just go tap him a little bit. They literally went bloop, and he went like almost an exit. I mean, that's a little extreme, but it was bad. Definitely wear the gear. My father-in-law rolled out from gravel and got bad road rash. Yeah, I have road rash. And see, you're not a God, I've got my pipe scars when my dumbass gets off the motorcycle, whatever, and my leg hits the pipe. You're not a real woman biker unless you have pipe scars. Let's see. Don't rain hits like, yes, it does. Rain is hard. And the thing is I don't have a full face helmet. I need to get a full face helmet. But I literally ride this, but like how I put I'm gonna come on here sometime the way that I actually ride, like the way that I put my bandana and the way that I put like my biker glasses or whatever. It's like I'm hiding from the rain, but I have to change bandanas and stuff because I don't like full face helmets. They make me I don't like the peripheral. I like to, look in my mirror or whatever. I just feel unsafe on a full face helmet, which is kind of like contradictory, oxymoron, whatever you want to call it, because you're supposed to be safer on a full face helmet, but I don't wear them. And the only time I wear a full face helmet is when I know I definitely don't want to be pulled over, because this shit right here, they tolerate these helmets, but they're not DOT approved. These are illegal to wear. Okay. But I could say that on YouTube, whatever, because they tolerate it. Okay. And you got to watch the states that you're in. If you go to Kansas and then you go to Kansas City, it's crazy. Like I was going over to Kansas City, Kansas from Kansas, Missouri, and there's no helmet law over here than a helmet law over there. We weren't wearing helmets. We crossed over the bridge. The police were like, and I'm like, what? So anyway, these are not good. And then the reason why this reflector is on here, this actually turns into reflector because on the East Coast, anywhere past, I don't know where it starts. Anyway, if you ride east, you have to have a damn reflector on the back of your helmet. You just do. And you don't want to taunt the police doing stupid shit. Let's see. Ride at 90 miles per hour. What is the distance between bikers? Two tire lengths. We always ride 2 tires. And then on the suicides, I mean, you can reach out and touch each other. But if you're not on the throttle body or whatever, but yeah, 2 tire lengths. If you see us ride down, we're literally, and then we park a certain way. When we pull up somewhere, the front row captain goes around. We all center up like this over. Front row captain goes like that. We back up. We're very, 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 very organized. Several pipe scars. Hey, if you don't have pipe scars, you can't talk to me about being a biker. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So thank you very much for dealing with this. I know the conversation went all over the place or whatever. Malik came up here to make sure that ZX, I got to check in with him or something to go to Philadelphia. As a biker, I know how to move around. And my people that are in areas where we're not dominant, they know how to move around too. Okay. It's just we know people are here, but they just move around like they move around. It's just anyway, whatever. But thank you very much for dealing with me. It was really, really cool. Shout out to Ness for coming through. I want to tell you how huge that is. Actually, I was going to say that with a bunch of people in here. For her to show the channel support, that's cool as hell. Because the thing is like, she was mature about the situation when it was like envy's in your chat and blah 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 blah. So for her to make a point to come through and say what's up, shout out to you, Ness. I need to have like a biker thing or whatever. Next time we're gonna open up. Next time I'll open up with a biker song with a certain club in it. We'll say that with a certain club that did a song, and you can make what you want of it with the club. God, I almost want to play it right now. No, no. We'll test it out on the members only live, but we'll go from there. We'll see what you guys. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Great conversation. I appreciate it. I enjoyed your platform, Envy. I'm glad I missed Ness though. Shout out to Ness. She didn't get on the platform. She was driving. She did a drive-by here before she went live. But, I do definitely appreciate her. All right, I'm going to get us out of here with, let's see, what are we doing here? You all have seen all this. I'm going to load up some more clips and stuff so you don't have to watch it. So y'all don't have to watch the same damn thing over and over and over and over and over again. But I'm going to get us out of here with the Sigma Male. And I'll see you guys at Big Rigs. Or wherever you choose to be on the YouTube streets. Shout out to West Coast Wednesdays. I'll holla at y'all. Damn.
I have an affinity for Sigmas because Sigmas know when to speak up and they know when to mind their business. Alphas don't. Alphas always speak up. They always got some shit to say. Right? Sigmas don't invade other people's space. They give people space because they want space. They don't like people invading their space.
And that says it all. It's very simple. Put it all together.